Hello again, same day. Something I forgot to mention. When I do my relaxation and my sunbathing and my communing with all this life and nature around me, something very important, and it is just so significant when I fast, but my breathing, as I had said earlier in the first little piece that I did on this particular fast, uh, my respiratory passages, my nasal passages, all that are just so absolutely clear. I remember a whole long time ago when I was in college and I was doing research on circadian rhythms and things like that, and they actually explained that there was a circadian rhythm that you breathe through one nostril and then the other nostril, and so that's why one seemed to be more closed than the other. Perhaps, but let me tell you, I am as absolutely and utterly clear all the way through as can possibly be. They are like just highways. And, you know, it makes sense that because I am ingesting no food, I have no type of autoimmune reaction to whatever type of food or its metabolites or whatever that I could possibly be ingesting. And so, there is just nothing in there but absolute open passages. And as a result, it makes sense that I am really taking in a higher amount of oxygen per breath, per passage upon surface area, if you see what I'm saying. And I would also add that here in the rainforest, obviously, this is about as high a percentage of oxygen that you're going to find anywhere on the planet. So that is really, really a significant thing. I breathe deeply, slowly. I don't have any particular need to take in a lot of breath, but those breaths I truly feel as if sustenance. I mean, there really is something to it. It's truly that I feel like I'm breathing in energy. I'm breathing in what I need to sustain myself. And hey folks, I'm not hallucinating. It's the way that it is. This is truly a singular experience. It's a wondrous experience. It's a joyous experience. There is no suffering associated with this. There would be if I were laden with toxins when I began this, if I hadn't gotten rid of whatever toxins were still in my system, as they will be for anybody, because hey, just basic metabolic functioning, your body creates toxins. So anybody beginning a fast, no matter how many they've done before, they're going to be eliminating a certain amount of toxins. But once you have gotten through that toxicity period, this is a singular and joyous experience. And again, that is why all the saints and saviors, savants, that's why they all said, do this. There's really, really something special to it. And anyway, that's just what I wanted to add. Okay. Hello. It's day 34, and just wanted to fill you in a little bit about what's been going on. Today, this morning, I woke up, not much energy, didn't feel like there was going to be. I was hoping to get out in the sun, and there really wasn't any. It's about 1 o'clock now. It's been sunny, and it's an amazing thing. It really is. But I got out. I felt myself in the sun. I spent about probably half an hour under this hot tropical sun, and was completely rejuvenated. I feel just great right now. But what was really impressive was that when I got up after my sun bath, and I looked out here to all this, and you can see there's a tremendous variation in depth and contrast of greens and what have you. And when I looked at all this, I was amazed, as I still am as I'm looking around, maybe just noticing for the first time. But my vision is better than it was. I see so crisply everything. And maybe that is simply that there's just no obstacle within my physical being or maybe it's just an opening of my spiritual being. You know, what I can report absolutely is that there is such a crispness and a definition to everything that I see. Every leaf that I look at, I mean, I see the veins. I see where two that are right next to each other are separated, and the shadow in between and everything. It's really quite pronounced. So that's worth mentioning. I wanted to speak a little bit about a phenomenon that I really enjoy within fasting, and is truly a special component of fasting, and what has so much to do with the transitioning to the spiritual side, and that is simply the detachment that one finds through fasting. Now think about it. To continue on for week after week into more than a month of not eating anything, what you're really doing is you're very much detaching from your physical being. You are, by virtue of not having that be an ongoing frustration, in effect having that be something that you don't even notice. You have attached from that physicality. Okay? Now if I was here suffering, thinking, oh, I'm starving to death, I can't wait till I eat something, which I am not, then that would not be the case. Okay, but that is not my reality at all. Yes, I can think about a given food, I could think, oh, that's going to taste great, it's going to be so much fun when I do that, but I assure you there's no suffering involved in this. I have detached from that. And I think that what happens is, by virtue of that detachment from the physical, that void that is created from a detaching of what is typically so grounding within our reality, within our resistance, in effect opens up, as any vacuum will draw in whatever is on the outside. It opens up that spiritual component. Okay, and so that is why I feel that fasting in effect functions as a spiritual portal, and has been in the past a portal of the mystics, because they all fasted. So it isn't that I can really talk much about what you experience. Perhaps as this continues I will, but I just wanted in this to explain what I think is a very probable mechanism for how that in fact works, why it can make sense as an outsider looking in, as something other than, oh man, that guy's hallucinating. Because that's not it. That's really not it. It's truly that you are not grounded by all of this. You are opened by what it is not. That's pretty much the case. Think of this, that it isn't as much that my being feels light, as much as that my being does not feel heavy. There's a difference there. You know, I feel unencumbered, where when I do begin to eat, as much as I will enjoy that, and I will enjoy the hell out of it, I assure you, but I will immediately feel grounded, and I will immediately feel heavy. And there will be a profound difference, and I'll notice it immediately. Okay, leave it at that.